Up here!
Chris Hardwick, ladies and gentlemen!
By the way, I hope...
You conjured yourself.
I hope they fly Drunkle Ted on Southwest. I hope they just stick him on a Southwest flight.
They will.
Fly him out instead of sticking him in a suitcase. Hey, do you love Apple's multi-touch but hate everything else about them?
Well, does this gaming laptop have multi-touch?
Yes, it does, Kevin.
Oh, does it need it? Okay.
We never thought we'd see it, but iBUYPOWER has known all along. It's the world's first multi-touch gaming notebook. With a 15-inch HD touchscreen, the Armada makes full use of Windows 7's multi-touch capabilities for a more visceral user experience. And of course, games look intense with an Intel Core i7 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, and an ATI Radeon HD 5650 video card, all starting at $1,400.
This is the best rifle-toting laptop.
Yeah.
I loved its work on Deadwood.
This will destroy your Lenovo in a high noon shootout.
Yeah, exactly.
Just bring it right up. All right, this is the second gaming laptop of the week. 15 inches across, 1.5 inches thick-like. It's about the same as the Alienware. It's a little heavier at about 6.5 pounds, but overall, let's talk design. What'd you think?
Well, I think it looks nice. It's got clean lines, as they say.
Yeah.
But all the plastic body feels just a tad on the cheap side. The trackpad also is not defined. This basically just kind of has this, like, I don't know, kind of silk screen.
It's a little decal.
Yeah, it's a decal, and your finger glides out of it without warning. That's not the best thing that you want in a trackpad, because most of the time you're not looking at your finger when you're gaming. And if you are, then you're special.
Right.
Overall, the design is functional and it is aesthetically pleasing, so that's not bad.
Well, of course, the big feature on this laptop is the touchscreen. It's the Armada, and it runs Windows 7, which is really designed to streamline the use of touchscreens if you like hunting and pecking for close X's.
You know I do.
How well did the screen actually work?
As you might predict, it was hit or miss. The 1920 by 1080 resolution makes trying to hit small buttons and text a pain in the turd cutter. Can I say that?
You did.
More often, you miss the mark.
That's the Play-Doh factory turd cutter, by the way.
Yeah.
That is
Play-Doh
not
factory turd cutter.
Okay.
You can change the resolution, though, so that does help. And the upside is that when browsing the internet, it works well with the gesturing. It also includes an on-screen keyboard. I'm not really sure why you would want to use that, since you have an actual keyboard right below you.
Right.
iBUYPOWER is working on software to macro touch gestures into a lot of games, but it has not implemented those quite yet.
Okay.
Right now, it's a nice gimmicky feature, but just use a mouse and a trackpad over the screen. Here's one thing I'm not crazy about. It says right here above the webcam, webcam.
That's it.
Tells you right there.
So you know what the camera's for.
Yeah, exactly.
For the web. Gimmicky screens aside, the machine, of course, was built for gaming, and it does have some good specs. 4 gigs of RAM, an i7 processor, ATI Radeon card. How does it fare?
I liked it. You know, we loaded Metro 2033, and it had no issues running the game on high settings. When you cranked it up to very high, it got a little on the laggy side, but it was still playable. It scored a little bit higher on our benchmarking tests than the Alienware, but overall, you're not going to have issues running any game on the market with the Armada.
So, of course, you can get this on Amazon for $1,400, which is almost double the price of yesterday's laptop. So, keeping that in mind, what are we giving it?
All right, keeping those factors in mind, 3 out of 5.
Oh!
This is a solid machine. It's a little tad, it's on the pricey, but our biggest qualm is that the touchscreen, one of the major selling points, doesn't quite perform nearly as well as it should. So that's why I got a 3.
Well, maybe they'll get that software up to snuff or snooze or whatever
maybe they
kids
will.
are saying, and then
maybe they will.
All right, thank you, Chris Hardwick. Always a pleasure, sir.
This case is closed.
Chum, chum. That's it for today's Gadget Prawn, but if you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetprawn at g4tv.com.
Closed.
It's big, it's beautiful, and you're gonna love it.
Attack of the Show's Epic April. Weeknights at 7. Only on G4.